What's going on, y'all? It's Andre the Con. You know what's going on, and you are now tuned in to the Con TV. Before I start out this episode, just go like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell for every time I go live or every time I post. You'll be the first to be notified. Anyway, man, if y'all haven't heard the news about Ice Cube, he's in a lot of fire right now, getting a lot of flack for helping Trump with his platinum plan for Black America. Now, what is the platinum plan for Black America? It's $500 billion that is to be directed toward the Black communities all across America, right? To help fight, on the website it said prosperity, fairness, you know what I mean? All this like $10 word shit. But the basis of it is to put money into Black communities to help with our, you know what I mean, our schools, to help with our businesses, and just bring back equality into our communities, and also help cut the wealth gap, right? That is between Black Americans and white Americans, whatever. So a few months ago, Ice Cube made a video talking about, yo, I just came out with this thing called a contract with Black America, which is basically a list of grievances that will help the Black community. And some of those things are housing reform, bank lending reform, prison reform, of course, education reform, and also is bringing money back into Black businesses and Black communities. So Katrina Pearson, someone who works closely on the Trump administration, came out and tweeted, look, shout out to Ice Cube for helping Trump with the platinum plan for Black America. With that being said, the cat's out of the bag. So now, you know, Ice Cube has to basically address this, right? And what he says is, look, Biden and Trump's administration both reached out to me in order to follow through with my contract with Black America. The difference was Biden was like, yo, we can figure this out after the election, which is kind of sus, right? Because it's like, look, like, I have these lists of grievances. I have all this for Black Americans that I want to happen. You know what I'm saying? And this is why Ice Cube is coming out of a move from Powernomics. And this is why y'all got to start seeing, you know, man, this is kind of on a rant, but y'all always preach, this is chess, not checkers. And then you get mad when a nigga want to play chess. And I can't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Let me not get too emotional about this shit or too passionate about this shit. I'm going to go off on a rant. But what Ice Cube is doing is a straight plan out of Powernomics that Dr. Claude Anderson did. You know what I'm saying? And so the fact that Ice Cube got a response from the Biden administration is like, yo, look, I'm not sure if we can work on this now, but after the election, we can make it happen. You don't even know if Biden's going to win the election. We don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Biden could win the election. If he did, that'd be whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever. Don't matter to me. But Trump was like, yo, look, we can work on this now, bro. I'll put time in my schedule and we can work on this shit now. Now, it is up in the air. Like, will Trump win the presidency? Who knows? But when you're in that position that Ice Cube is in, what do you take? Do you take the person who says, yo, yeah, we'll figure it out later? Or do you take the person who says, yo, we'll help you right now? You know what I'm saying? And I understand that any type of association with Trump, and I do understand that Ice Cube has been very vocal about Trump. He made a song called Everything's Corrupt, which is basically a diss on the Trump and the alt-right. I mean, he made Fuck the Police, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are like, yo, like, how can Mr. Fuck the Police, Mr. NWA, go out and be with someone who's a racist and a bigot like Trump? You know what I mean? How can you go out and work with them? And I see a lot of Black leftists, you know what I mean, a lot of Black Democrats, liberals, whatever, those who want Biden to win, being upset with Ice Cube, you know? And Ice Cube has been vocal that he is neither Democrat nor is he Republican. But if you read this book, you'll see that Dr. Claude Anderson points out, like, look, we don't even need to involve ourselves with Democrat or Republican. We need to create a Black voter bloc or a Black independent party, and we need to have our list of grievances. We need to have our demands, and we need to pitch it to these politicians as a whole, as a group, to see who actually has our best interests. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Ice Cube is trying to get at, you know? And honestly, man, when you take, I wouldn't say he's ahead of his time or anything like that, but when you take initiative, you know, in certain circumstances like this, despite he might not like Trump, he might honestly he probably hates Trump. He doesn't want to deal with Trump. But it's like, yo, look, if this guy is willing to help me out and he don't care, you know what I'm saying, about postponing it after the election or anything like that, why should I wait? Why not just come in and work it out now? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not here to defend Trump or, you know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all are probably gonna watch this video and say, oh, he's supporting Trump and he's doing this. I'm not saying that at all. I just get real upset in the black community when we like, oh, it's chess, not checkers. And then when a motherfucker played in chess, y'all want to get mad at him for playing chess. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real, man. A lot of people are probably upset too that Trump is using a black celebrity to come and, you know what I mean, reach out to us and maybe pander to us, whatever. Y'all don't know Biden's been doing the same shit. Biden literally had an interview with Cardi B. Cardi B, the rapper, the one who made the WAP song. Yeah, I don't even have to say, you know what it is, the WAP song. She interviewed the Democratic presidential candidate, bro. And on top of that, Joe Biden literally funded a whole rap battle music video that was like an ad, like that was endorsing him and advertising his campaign. You know what I'm saying? So why are we getting mad at Ice Cube when Ice Cube literally has a whole ass website and it's very well organized? You know what I'm saying? It's very informative. You know what I'm saying? Why are we getting mad at him for coming up with these grievances that will benefit all of us, despite whether we're Republican, despite whether we're Democrat, liberal, conservative, all this other bullshit, bro? See, Ice Cube even said in one of these articles I was reading that he's done with identity politics. And identity politics is the best way to pander to you. You know what I'm saying? What is identity politics? It's basically like, look, we're going to pander to parts of your identity so you vote for us or that we're in your favor. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of frustrating, man, like especially seeing, you know, black women like Jamil Hill and a few others who are coming out and just lambasting Ice Cube for the move that he made. You know, when it's clear that he literally said, like, look, I don't like Trump, but if this guy is the only guy willing to work with me, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I can't remember if it was Marcus Garvey or if it was Malcolm X, but one of them, I can't remember which one it was. But they said the only way that things will get better between black people and white people in America is if the black man and the white man sit down and have a conversation, like a real conversation, and lay things out and hash things out so we can get to, you know what I mean, a resolution, so we can get to a solution, you know? And I understand why people are upset with him. Actually, no, fuck that. I honestly don't understand why people are upset with Ice Cube, bro. Because we have too much of these, you know, the Democratic Party or Republican Party infused into our identity, into who we are in this country, you know? And I really don't fuck with either of them. I'm honestly neutral. Like, I really don't fuck with this and I don't fuck with that over there. You know what I mean? But if I was in a position to where I could benefit all of black people, regardless of you being a Democrat, Republican, woman, black man or black woman, whatever, if I can get more money into these businesses, if I can get prison reform, if I can get social reform, if I can get all these type of things that will actually bring us back up, let alone $500 billion into this. Like I said, like, Even Ice Cube said, he said, look, I don't even know if this is even going to go through. I don't even know if this is going to be successful. But I just know that this man is willing to work with me to make things happen. So why not take, you know what I mean? Why not take advantage of the opportunity? I don't know. Listen, man. Listen. Y'all can get worked up about being Democrat, about being Republican. At the end of the day, bro, at the end of the day, these political machines, man, they ain't as assistive as you think. They don't really believe in you as you think. They don't really care about you as much as you think. You know what I'm saying? And I know that sounds so contradictory. It's like, well, why work with them? The whole point to work with them is to take advantage of the opportunity, you know? And I think in Ice Cube's eyes, he didn't see, I think if Biden was to be like, yo, we can work on it right now, I think he would have went with Biden. I do. But the thing is, when these topics come up, I see it on Twitter. And I know I can't use Twitter to speak for everybody. But the thing is with Twitter and Reddit and these things like 4chan and all these other types of stuff, you have these echo chambers. You know what I'm saying? You can go onto a tweet and just see all these threads. You know what I'm saying? And anytime we go against the black norm, you know what I mean? Which is maybe being a black conservative or a black Republican, or we just have a nuance in black thought, you know? We automatically scrutinize and lambast the other black person. You know what I'm saying? Saying they ain't pro-black, they ain't this, they ain't that, they against black people, da-da-da-da. But we put so much investment into being a Democrat, into the Biden administration to fix everything for us. Same with the conservatives. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why anytime these things happen, especially with the Meg and Tory situation, why we use this as a chance to rip each other apart. And that's what I'm having a hard time trying to understand this. And I see that, like I said again, anytime someone is playing chess, y'all get mad at him and say he playing checkers. This man is playing chess. Sometimes, man, y'all can't, like, when y'all do business, it's not all feels. It's not like, oh, me and this guy are friends. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, this is a transaction. This is an exchange. You know what I'm saying? And the one thing that Dr. Claude Anderson talks about in this book is having quid pro quo, you know what I'm saying, implied in that exchange. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we need to have some type of return when we're working with these people. And I think Trump might be the guy to give us some type of return. I really do. That sounds fucking crazy. And y'all can call me what you want, but I really do think that is the guy to give us some type of return. You know, I definitely don't want him in office no more, for sure. But looking at the landscape, what do? What do we do? Anyway, man, if you watch this video all the way, like, comment, subscribe again. Let me know what you think. Let's have a conversation, man. I'm all for it. I'm out.